What if I told you that I stared at a girl's body without her consent and I ignored an old man as he needed help with the door and I don't feel guilty about it in the least? You'd probably say I'm a sociopath. Believe it or not, I am a normal person, and it's all gonna make sense in a bit. I'm not saying I'm proud of those things, I'm not saying I condone them, but I'm gonna show you how it makes sense. My name's Lewis Angel, I run a self-improvement channel for sensitive guys, feminine guys, even femboys if you incline so. Anyone's welcome. Why do I not feel guilty about those things? So let me explain the actions. There were many times throughout my life where, like any other guy, like I stared at a girl without her consent, but I used to do it extremely frequently. Like literally any woman that had a good body and I found her attractive, I would stare at her because of my porn-addled brain. But anyways, I would do it to a ridiculous extent. There was this one time in high school where these two girls were like standing right in front of me talking to me, and they both had really great bodies, and I literally just stared them up and down in their presence while they were looking at me. But that's tame compared to what I'm about to tell you. There was this one time I saw a woman, this was back when I was in high school, walking down the street with a pair of good leggings, and I thought, damn, I want to take a picture of that. So I like followed her secretly, and I took a picture of her butt as she was walking by. I'm not proud of that. Like, I'm not saying this to show you that I'm proud of it. Like, I literally took a picture of her without her consent. And that's not the only time I did it. I probably took 2 other pictures of girls while I was in high school without their consent. They weren't even good. Like, this just shows you how much of a grip adult content has on your mind. Like, I was watching adult content where like men would take like videos of women without their consent, supposedly. Like, the videos may have been staged, and it had never even crossed my mind to do something like that. But now, because I was looking at that sort of content, it came into my mind to do it. And you know what? I didn't even like the pictures. Like, I literally didn't even enjoy the pictures. It was literally just something controlled my brain. I'm not justifying it, but I'm showing you like this to add why adult content is bad. So I used to feel really guilty about that, and rightfully so. I used to think like, oh man, when I explain this to a girlfriend that I have in the future or my future wife, she's gonna hate me. Like, how do I get over this? I'm gonna feel guilty about this for the rest of my life. And I actually don't feel guilty about it anymore. Not at all. Not in the least. And do you want to know why I don't feel guilty anymore? It's because I eliminated the root cause of the actions, or have almost completely eliminated it. This is something from Buddhism. The way I found out about this was from Buddhist talks on YouTube by the channel Hillside Hermitage. They talk about eliminating the root cause of actions, and this is the only way you will stop feeling guilty from something. So for example, something I do feel guilty about, so that you can understand it. So over the summer, I was involved in a scam, and I got out of the scam, and there were some other people in the scam who were around my age, and I felt really bad for them, and I thought about emailing them. I didn't, and to this day I still haven't emailed them because I was nervous that the scam people might try to sue me, even though I was pretty sure they couldn't. And I procrastinated on this task for a long time. It's still something I want to do, and I'm still procrastinating on it because like I'm still scared to do it, and I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I still feel guilty about this. Why do I still feel guilty about it? Because I'm still in the grips of the root cause, the root vice, which is procrastination. I still procrastinate on some things in my life, quite a lot of things in my life. And because I'm still procrastinating, I still feel guilty about having procrastinated with sending the emails to these people. Now, the sexual things I did, the staring at girls and taking pictures of some girls, I used to feel really guilty about that because I was still staring at a lot of women, and although I hadn't taken pictures of women, like the root cause was still there. I was still watching porn on a daily basis, still having sexual fantasies about a bunch of women without their consent, still masturbating every day, and now I have gotten to the point where it'll be months without me looking at adult content. I heavily police my sexual fantasies, and I heavily police my masturbation. It's still a problem, I still want to stop it, I still want to do it less, but I'm heavily policing it, and I've made huge progress in controlling my sexuality. And as a result, I don't feel guilty anymore. I'm not saying the actions are justified or excusable, but like I eliminated the root cause, I dealt with the oversaturation of sexuality in my life. And because I dealt with it, I haven't even completely laid it to rest. Like, it's still a problem that I want to greatly diminish, but I've already greatly diminished most of it. And even just that was enough to get rid of the guilt. So, if there's something in your life that you still feel guilty about, eliminate the root cause. And when you eliminate the root cause, you will likely stop feeling guilty, because when you eliminate the root cause, it eliminates the instance of it happening again, because that's really what you feel bad about. Deep down inside, you feel bad because you know that you could potentially do it again if the circumstances were right. Keep working hard. See you around.